file, he's going to insert a link. And that link, he's going to give edit permissions to anyone who has access to that link. So now he's going to send that email off to Nero. Wait a few minutes. Nero's working in Frisco. John was on the road in Starbucks somewhere. Nero's working on her iPad. So she is a mobile worker. She gets she's using the mobile desktop or mobile version of Zimbra, where she's able to now browse through and read the Word document that John shared with her. So she's going to read through that. She's not actually going to edit the document, because we find that editing a document is not really a common pattern. Mobile devices are typically used for consuming content. She's going to make a comment though, and say, hey, John, I got some feedback on this. Can you go ahead and take a look at that? She's going to go ahead and save that. John, back at Starbucks, wherever he's at, we working away, and he will get a notification that Nero has made an edit or a comment on his document. So he can go ahead and click on the notification. It brings the shared document back up in his preview window, so he's not opening Microsoft Word yet. He sees Nero's comment. He clicks the edit button. This is going to pull the document out of WebDAV, where it is stored, where it's the synced shared file. He can go in now and make some edits or modifications to that file based on Nero's feedback. Still dealing with one version of the document that Nero and John are both working on. So you can go make those changes, saves the document, has a local copy, but also it's automatically synced up with his briefcase. So it gets pushed out. And what John's going to do now is he'll go in and just add another comment back to Nero, like, hey, thanks for the feedback. We made the changes that you recommended. And he can take this document and go into the community now. So he's actually going to the community, into the new Telligent UI there, and write a new blog post. So he's going to go in, craft a blog post, write a new blog to his product management group, which we have a number of product managers that are all kind of following, that choose to consume content this way versus consuming it via email. One of the things that's not shown here is he could drag and drop a reference to that shared file on here, but he's going to go ahead and draft it up as a blog post. So he's going to draft the blog post up, scroll down, and then select the file again from his shared briefcase. And so in this case, he's going to again choose to share this in a way that people within this private product management group can have edit permissions on it. So he's going to go in and again select, instead of sharing the file directly, share the link, embed that, and go ahead and post that document. So now people on the team that are part of this private community, where they can read John's content about product management, can see updates. So here's Michael, another one of our product managers. So he's working away on his Mac, looks all cool, got the Steve Jobs look going on. He's on Windows, or on his Mac rather, gets the notification from John. So he's subscribing to notifications from the community. So he opens it up, sees the blog post. He could be on his iOS, he could be on his Android device, doesn't really matter. Scrolls down, and it's like, hey, here's a new combined roadmap document. I'm going to go ahead and open this up to review it. He opens it up in Microsoft Word. Michael actually owns the WebRTC functionality that we've been working on, which is something else that we're building into the platform. So he goes in, he goes, you know what? He missed a point on WebRTC. I'm going to go ahead and edit that document, make a change, and go ahead and save that. So Michael is now one of the contributors that's going in, making changes on this other product roadmap document, coming in through different communication tools that are enabling them to share and interact with the information that they're working on. What's cool is we're also doing the sidebar with all the updates. So I can go back in later and see kind of what's the pattern of changes. Here's Brent. So Brent runs field operations. He's on the phone all the time, typing up emails, working with customers. He gets a deal that comes over and says, hey, we need WebRTC functionality. Brent's like, WebRTC. I don't know what WebRTC is, but you know what? I'll go into Zimbra, I'll do a search, because I know that I can do one search, and it'll actually search my inbox, it will also search the community. He finds the product roadmap document with a reference to WebRTC. He sees that Michael's one of the contributors. He hovers over Michael, pulling some of the instant messaging and presence functionality out, and starts a chat session because Michael's online. Goes in, pops Michael a quick note. Hey, I got some questions about WebRTC. See, you're kind of the tech guru guy here. Would you mind help me a little bit, figure out what's going on here? Michael says, hey, great, let's chat about it. How about you just give me a call? So now we're going to transition from a chat to a WebRTC session that's built again directly into the software. So whether it be through the Zimbra-mail experience or the Telligent community experience, providing that interaction where now Brent and Michael can connect directly and start a chat. So that's a little bit of a preview of some of the things that we're thinking about and that we're putting together. Like I said, John and Nero, I'll reference this again towards the end of the presentation. They will be doing a more in-depth dive on some of these topics. Everything you saw is stuff that we're committed to building. We believe this is what we can go and execute on. The web